Hi guys, welcome to Brand X Reviews. So 6 months ago, Doctor Strange came out on Blu-ray, and it's traditional at Brand X Reviews for me to do a review of any Marvel Cinematic Universe movies when they come out on Blu-ray, usually the day they come out. But for technical reasons, I didn't do it at the time, so I'm just kind of throwing this one out here today, 6 months later. So all I'm really going to do is just have a look at what's on the Blu-ray and what I think about the extra features. I'm not here to review the actual film because that's been done previously. So, like I said, this one came out in March this year, so 6 months ago now, and this is as far as I'm aware, this is the last film not to get released on 4K the day of release, because from the next film onwards, we're getting 4K releases, and I'm going to be doing a video about that next after this. So, the extra features on this, to be honest, the extra features seem to have improved compared to some of the more recent ones. Because if you've been following my reviews or if you've just been buying these yourself, you may recall that the earlier Marvel Cinematic Universe Blu-rays, particularly in Phase 1 leading up to Avengers Assemble, really were rich when it came to extra features. In fact, in some cases, you actually got a second disc with all the extra features on, and then the film would just be on the disc on its own, because there were so many extra features. I think that was more Iron Man 1 and 2. But it was quite good days back then. You'd get a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff as well. But in more recent times, you've just been getting very standard extras, like maybe 20-30 minutes worth of featurettes, a trailer, a gag reel, and that'd be it. In fact, a few films ago, they stopped doing the Marvel one-shots, which were basically short films that are supposedly canon with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they'd get some of the actors from the films to do this kind of one-off short, usually sort of comedic film that goes on for like 10 minutes or something like that. And they haven't done one of those since, I think it was Thor the Dark World's Blu-ray, which came out in early 2014, which was a Marvel one-shot called All Hail the King with the Mandarin. And I don't think they could really top that one. That was definitely my favourite. But after that, they stopped doing them, and it was a real shame. This one seems to have brought that back. It doesn't fall underneath the Marvel one-shot umbrella, but I'll just go into the actual disc. It's actually this Team Thor Part 2. Now, unfortunately, this Marvel one-shot style thing, it's not a Marvel one-shot, it's not called that, but it's as close as it gets now. Unfortunately, Part 1 isn't included on this, and you might have thought, well, where Part 1 might have been on a previous disc. Well, it wasn't. They've never released Part 1 on Blu-ray or DVD, which is a real shame. You can watch it on YouTube, but it'd be nice to actually own it as part of the collection. It's kind of weird that they just put Part 2 on here and not Part 1. But anyway, it's kind of to promote Thor Ragnarok, which is out in October. Who knows, when Thor Ragnarok comes out, they might put Part 1 on there. Stranger things have happened. But that's about 4 minutes long anyway. And it's a little sort of comedy video where you've got Thor, and he's on Earth, and he's just kind of messing around and being a bit of a bum. And it's quite funny as well. You can watch it on YouTube, or you can watch parts of it on YouTube anyway. So that's that anyway. And that's really the highlight of the extra features to me. But not just quality-wise, this one is quite good in terms of quantity as well, because featurettes, there are actually 5 of them. And when you add them all up, it adds to about an hour, which is quite a lot really in comparison to some of the previous films that we've had in the MCU. I mean, we've had like a decent length of extras, but an hour is, from memory, a bit longer than what we've had in recent times. So, a Strange Transformation, Strange Company, The Fabric of Reality, which is to do with the costumes and stuff, Across Time and Space, and The Sorcerer Supreme, which is to do with the score. See what they did there. When you add all these up, they're usually between about 10 and 13 minutes each. So when you add all 5 of them together, you've got about an hour's worth of extra features there. And you can play them all. So it's like an hour-long documentary, basically, in 5 different parts. So that's quite nice, really. So I'm quite happy with this disc. Marvel Studios Phase 3 exclusive look. That was quite an interesting one. I think it was about 10 minutes long, roughly. And it's just talking about the upcoming films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and some kind of behind-the-scenes looks as well. So again, pretty good extra, to be honest. Deleted and extended scenes, I think there was about 7 or 8 minutes worth of that. Quite interesting. Deleted scenes, they always are what they are. So not really much else I can say about that, but still. Gag reel, I'm not a fan of gag reels, to be honest. I find a lot of the things that they do on them a bit contrived. It's usually when actors are sort of warming up to film something and they start messing about on camera and then they throw it on a gag reel. I tend to prefer like legitimate outtakes, like as in like people messing the lines up and having accidents and stuff. There's a bit of that in this, but again, I'm not a big fan of gag reels, so that's just me. Audio commentary, I don't usually listen to audio commentaries, but it's by director Scott Derrickson, so there you go, as you usually get. And then info, that's just technical stuff. So that's it basically, not much else to say. My next review, I'm going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on 4K UHD, which is the first film in the MCU to be generally released. And I've done a video about that previously, you can check that out at Brandix Reviews, I did that about a week or two ago. So I'm going to be talking about this next time, but for now I'm just going to leave there and say thank you very much for watching.